Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. You ready? 50. Rip left, rip left. 21. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man up, D.
On first down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Check four. Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down with a sack and Ziggy Ansah. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 23.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on. Kill. Big edge. Alert. Mike, 56.
Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got it. Check three. Get it on. West. Mike, 54. Mike, watch the pass.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
36 power.
Check Mike 47.
Go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Tighten up.
All go special.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's get this.
Go 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Reload. Go, guys. 4 down.
Mike's 56. Come on. You better. Hey, check 24. Check.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Let's go.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 12.
Want that.
47 Mike. Mike 47. Hey, tight. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Here we go. 47's the Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, alert.
Mike's 47. Hey, let's get this.
Go.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. I got him. Check.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Mike, yellow lady, you kill.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 50. Drop deep. Hey,
Orbit.
It's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Whoa.
Hey, Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Breeze now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
47 to Mike. 47. Check, 47. Clear. One left. Orbit. Wide, get wide. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. He hits his running back, Procise. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. 36. Check. Hey. Watch out.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curls. Alert 3. Sponge. No.
Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. But, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception returned for a touchdown. and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers, Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 36. 36. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're good. You're good.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Breeze now going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, easy. I got you. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10. At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Bang out, bam, bam. Gun.
Hold. Check 52. Safe.
One left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like the adopter what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the eye. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
25.
Check. Lucky.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Check safety.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he lets it fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
33. Check pass.
22 jet bombers.
SOS.
You're good. I forward, ready.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check it out, Reed.
Over.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Right, ready. Yellow lady. Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
What? Lady.
Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way. Check. Slam.
Front left. Go.
Pop. Hey, watch Sam. Mike 54. Mike 54.
12.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Good time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check nickel. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Fresno. Bang.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The stop by Marcus Davenport.
40.
It's a gain of 6.
Let's pick it up.
Makes it third and 4.
That's
14. Got it.
Check hot route. Hot.
Run pass.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Good job right there.
He's checking.
Zebra.
Crash.
Nice.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch it.
Zebra.
Check. Crunch. Switch gears.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
14.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Not here. Delta. Hey, check.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Out. No. Off.
Good job right there.
He's checking Craig.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Jim.
Hold up.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Double count right here, double count.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
One time, one time.
Check Mike, check Mike. Switch, switch, switch.
Took right, took right.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check 47.
Right.
Wilson now, throwing again, buying time to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 50.
Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Breeze to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy after this. Shoot! Check 31. Check 31.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Undercrush. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch the twist. Right there. 54. Right there.
For from the gun. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is pro size. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Got it. 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
95-56, 95-56.
Watch the screen.
Here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, look. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run again with Lynch. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Mike, 54. 12. Watch twist. Shit.
36 power.
Show it up.
Good touch.
Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
So for real, who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry